Howdy guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video of Westland Survival. How we doing? Hope you guys are well. So what I want to do today is I want to head over to the Spirit Cave. We are going to give our all, give our best to see how well we can do, and more importantly, seeing if we can actually qualify for the leaderboard. And if we do end up doing that, we might be in a position to win some neat little prizes. So we've actually got 9 hours to go at the time of this recording, but by the time that this video goes up, I'm sure we'll have a result, and if we do, I'll hopefully share that with you guys towards the end of this video. But just to sort of give you guys a bit of an idea, first to third places is what we're really aiming for because of those gold nuggets and obviously all the other little bits and pieces in between. But in order for us to participate in this, we need at least 485,000 points in order to get this done. In the previous competition, I ended up placing first, just to give you guys a bit of an idea. So yeah, that was a pretty neat little accomplishment. But let's see how we do anyway, and you know, I guess take it from there, right? So let's go ahead and see how we do. Okay, so as per usual, as you can see, I'm always on the hungry and thirsty side of this side of the equation, which I will sort myself out. But let's see, who do I want to do? You know what? Let's go ahead and do the demolitions expert. We'll do something different. I'll bring this fellow along. Let's go ahead and eat and drink, and hopefully we've got the right buffs. This is what I'm bringing into this particular run of the Spirit Cave, and you know, let's see how well we fare. Okay, so as we know, the first runs are obviously going to be very easy, so there's really not going to be any much issue for me to complete the works here. So you know what, the best thing to do is probably get these guys in a bit of a cluster and just take these guys out accordingly. As you can see, they're pretty weak, but these guys will get a lot more difficult. That's the issue. That is going to be the biggest issue, especially once we get to the end cave. Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a lot of a good time and good fun. But let's see, we got him, and I think that's it. Alright, so we are going to go the demolition spirit anyway. So just looking at the other two as well, we've got sweeping slash. If I had an officer saber, I think that's probably something that I probably should have brought along with me, and I could have taken advantage of that. You know what, I always go and lead in with guns, and I guess this is a really good topic of conversation as well. So what do you guys do? What do you guys typically follow in how you conduct yourselves within the Spirit Cave? Do you just go all out guns and hope for the best, like I kind of do, and then just use what other buffs that are available, or do you sort of tend to you know, take a raft or you know, a few weapons with you, just to sort of give you guys a bit of a competitive edge in terms of if you get the sweeping sword buff? You know, is that something that you guys utilize, or you know, is it good? Let me know, because I've actually never done it before. I've never ran with it, so I couldn't really honestly tell you guys. But I'd be keen to know if, you know, if that is something that we should be looking at, or we should be you know, considering in our I guess in our adventures here. So okay, so I think I might want to do the long barrel prayer. The frontier ricochet is something that is also a good option as well, but the shotgun range increases, so I'm feeling that might be a good option as well. So let's go ahead and get that. And if we do the both blues on, sorry, the blue on that one as well, then I'll hopefully do the ricochet option, and then that'll be better for me, you know, for the SW2. So that's I guess that's the plan of attack. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling, people. But yeah, look, I should be entering these a lot. I really should. And I know the higher you go, the better the rewards are. And you know, to be perfectly honest with you guys, and I reckon I've probably would have mentioned this a lot of the times. You know, if this topic ever comes up, is that I prioritize other aspects of the game ahead of doing, canyon trials, spirit caves, and things like that. So, yeah, it's just something that I've always done, and not to discredit, these events because they are great for what they are. It's just something that never appealed to me as much. But I mean, look, as the game has changed and as the development of the game continues, you know what? Let's just do the ricochet now. I feel like there's going to be a point in time where we have to sort of defer our attention and do, different things in the game to obviously get a leg up. And I'm using this information based on what we've already been provided to us. Okay, so all right, what do we got here? It's actually not too bad for a tier 2, but I'm going to take that. I'm going to leave the Fang there so you guys can hang on to that. And we shall continue on to the next phase here. But yeah, so ever since the introduction of, I believe it was 7.8 or 7.9, one of the two, basically gave us the gold rush, right? The ability for us to get double gold and things like that. And there was a big emphasis on getting gold. And with the introduction of update 8.0, the gold utilization for now sort of stems to be around our pets and the way that the pet system is now built up, because there's more more depth to the pet mechanics. So you've got things like gears and well, they call them something a little bit different, but anyway, let's just refer to gears because gears is the easiest thing to remember right now, and I think everyone resonates with that anyway. So based on that, they can only be purchased via gold, and also of course the universal baits as well. So you can only acquire those via a gold nugget ability. So I'm going to go the long barrel. So yeah, so I feel like that is something that it's going to continuate as a trend, and not knowing what the next updates are going to be, I would have very much well imagined that there's going to be another battle pass shortly. At some point, because I mean, for the last couple of months there's been monthly battle pass updates, so I feel like there's going to be one in the wings. I would feel like it's going to happen come this side of the update, or probably for next month, probably in tune for the Halloween update. That's what I feel like that's going to happen. That's going to be our next update. So it'll probably be 8.1, which would be Halloween festivities. So I'm curious to see what that looks like anyway, even though that it's going to be another battle pass. It's a seasonal battle pass, which is one, but also more importantly, with the raft of changes and updates that have come through, will that influence part of the battle pass, and will the rewards be adjusted because of that? That's what I'm thinking, and I feel like that could be something that we could look at potentially. All right, ooh, nice, we've got an epic, which is great. So let's go ahead and add that to our repertoire and continue on. How am I doing though? So far so good, barely breaking a sweat, which is nice. You can see I've got about 5,400 HP as well, which is ridiculous. Mr. Wendigo, let's take you out, and all your little minions as well. I like this little fire approach, it's pretty cool. Great little animations, love it. And this Wendigo is actually copping a hiding from me too, which is great. I love it, absolutely love it. You're doing the biscuits, my good man. Take you out. Wendigo's gone hiding. I don't know where you're at. You're over here. I don't know why you're standing there. Hey. Okay, now you decide that you want to attack him. Fine, I get that. Alright, so I want the Frontier Ricochet. The Chill Bite's actually a nice good one as well. Only because you get your enemy slowing down, which is a really good buff to have. Alright, may as well take the Jawbone. You know what, that's another thing I've never actually used, and again, this is basically akin to me not running these types of events, that I don't get too many of these tribal outfits and weapons and things like that. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I haven't actually found or been able to muster up a set of any of these in their heightened versions or variations, as opposed to like your standard tier ones. Heck, I've still got weapons and clothing from the original Spirit Cave before they changed it into a dungeon crawler battle wave Is all that's how I'm calling it. But you know what I mean, guys. You know what I mean. So yeah, I've been around since day one with this game, basically. So I've seen a lot. I've gone through a lot, and I know, I've seen all the changes. I've seen all the wins, all the losses, and all the highs and lows of updates and changes and things like that. So I'm very much well versed as to how these influence people, and are they for the better or are they for worse, or all that sort of stuff. All right, so I feel like I'm going to go Wolfie because I want that extra. Coverage of allies, basically. So we're still good here at the moment, so we're not doing too bad. All right, what do we got next? Okie dokie. So these guys can help me out a little bit. And oh my god, you guys are getting lit up at the moment. But let's go ahead and do the SW2 and see how that goes. Gives us a nice little ricochet as well, which is great. I'm just hoping there's going to be an epic version of that too. That'd be great. That would be good. As you can see, there's a lot of enemies coming through, and I guess this is why I chose the long barrel sweeping option as well, because you can do that, and it just gives you a larger spread of an attack, which is fantastic in my opinion. You know what? I really hope one day that these sort of buffs get implemented, into actual gaming portions of the actual game itself. We're not so much doing it via the Spirit Cave, but more importantly, in active gameplay, as I'm sort of referring to it. But yeah, it would be neat. It would be neat in certain situations. So if there's even if there was like another cave or something like that, that'd be cool. Or if there's another township or something like that, and that requires us to be at our most potent, that could be something that we could be able to benefit from, in time, of course. But of course, I think we're way far away from that, something like that from happening. It's just more wishful thinking, it's like a wish list of things that you'd like to get, and might do just falls over. Not good. Swap over, heal, and go back to the shotgun. And we nearly got the Raging Bull done. There we go. Beautiful. And you guys are done. Love it. Alright, so what do I want? The Thunder Mite's always is good as well. But I feel like I want to go Chill Bite. Let's just do Chill Bite. So I think I've qualified as well, by the way, for the minimum to participate in the leadership board, which is great. And could this be the last room? I didn't actually take note of it. Oops, my bad. No, it's not. That's okay. So we've got 63 enemies to deal with, so that's no problems at all. But as you can see, the frost effect has already begun, which is great. And especially when you go to the last room, when there's just a constant barrage of enemies, I feel like the frosted is good in that sense there, because you can actually get away from overbearing enemies flooding you, basically. And if they put you into a corner and push you into a corner, it's going to be very difficult for you to get out. You're just going to be blowing through heals and things like that, just to sort of get yourself out. And by the time you do that, you would have wasted way too much resources and effort to continue on, and that basically stunts your progression, really. Right, so these guys are basically done as it is anyway. I've got the major distractions, and this is what I wanted. There we go. Right, so the Chill Bite, we're going to do that. That's going to help us out. How am I doing? Okay, so I'm a little bit over halfway, which is fine. Let's go ahead and use that. I might just put that back to a full stack. And I think would this be the final room? No, we're still going. We've still got a while to go. But yeah, so far so good. So far so good, guys. Getting all these little buffs and all these additional XP for killing all these enemies, which is great. And you know what? I'm just waltzing around. I'm not real. There's no real strategicness to it. But if I were to try and interloop these guys along and, you know, bring them along, I can sort of get them efficiently, you know, using less on my weapons and, you know, therefore durability on said weapons. Alright, so let's just get out of the AoE zone there. And but yeah, I'm sure a lot of you well-seasoned players that are already higher up the ranking board than myself, I feel like you know, you guys would already have the right combination, the right what do you call it? The right what's the word? I'm trying to find the right word for you guys here. So the right gameplay, the right you know, you guys know what you're doing basically. You guys know what you're doing. Not passing up on that, of course. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm sort of trying to work out, but I can't even get words together. You guys know me. Every time when I do something like this. Okay, so this is the last room. We're up to the last room. Fantastic. Take you out. Where's the warrior's ghost? Where are you, sir? The moment that we take him out, we've got the big fella that we're going to need to contend with, and he's going to have a whole bunch of HP. But as you can see, look how slow these guys are, which is freaking amazing. What I'm going to try and do as well, because what I don't want to do is, once this fella reappears, is I kind of want to make sure that I'm right for the next massive wave. So I'm going to try and swap over my gear before everything breaks, of course. And that way we can progress on. And if I can just sort of, you know, get myself a bit of a, like now I think, so, whoop, of course. Alright, so I'm still half, and which puts me in that position where I just feel like, oh man, like I really wish that like, well, I guess hindsight is a beautiful thing, but still, like, you feel like you just want to swap your gear over, which I probably should have done that in the first place. But if I play my cards right, I feel like I can do it in transition, and I think that's probably going to be the play here, which I probably should have. I should have done it before this next phase of this wave came through. Let's just get out of his AoE. He's a hectic fellow, isn't he? Oh, and there goes that. You see what I mean? So where does this leave me? Okay. So if I were to do that right now, and pop that on me, there we go. So at least now that I'm sort of equipped and ready to go, and then when he falls, it's just going to be a continuation wave of enemies coming through. So we'll see how we do with that in a moment, but I want all of you guys to try and attack him. Distract him for me. Thank you very much. Okay, and if you go on my path there, you should sort of slow down a bit, shouldn't you? Alright, nearly there. Here we go. Enough points for promotion. So this is where things are going to get crazy. These guys are at 130 level, which is going to be, it's stupid high. Stupid high, but as you can see, this is what I've got to deal with. So if I just continue doing this, and because I've got the slowdown, I should be able to get these fellas in a position where they're just absolutely slow, and then that way we can just spread shot these things and we can take out more enemies at once, or at least, you know, weaken them in a sense. So I come back out this way. And just do that. And just continue on. So I don't know how long we're going to be lasting on this, but you know, we're doing okay. Whoop. I say that, and I'm losing a whole bunch of HP. But we're doing okay. And this is it. And this is my tactic here for the last room. It's basically just putting them into a very small cluster. And that way Demolition Dude can do his bit. Whoop. And I need to quickly heal. He can do his bit. I can sort of try and do these spread attacks as much as possible and as effective as possible, and just continue on with the onslaught. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's just quickly heal again. I think just as well I did I swapped my gear around, because that probably wouldn't have been a good idea if I just left it the way it is. Oop, heal again. Let's just quickly do a quick run around. I'm just going to quickly heal, and now I'm just going to have to sort of anchor him back in a little bit. And I'm just trying to be conscious of my gear as well. Yeah, see now it's red, so I'm going to have to quickly. Oh Jesus! Alright, let's just quickly run. How am I doing? Oh, okay, not too good. Okay, so if I can just sort of keep this margin away from these guys, we should be okay for a little bit. So I'm just trying to be conscious of where am I at. So that is nearly toast too, by the way. Okay, let's just quickly heal. Oop, I nearly got stuck on that. That would not have been good. So I guess my allies are doing as best as they can with what they've got, so we're doing alright. Alright, so let's just quickly run. Yeah, this thing's toast, so let's put these on and make another dash. And quickly heal, and quickly add that. Alright, so we're good to go for a little bit longer. If I do this, just keen to see how this works. Honestly, I think shotgun is king. But don't get me wrong, the SW does an awesome job, and I haven't really run this with using all tier 6 either, so this is a tier 5 build, a tier 5 run at it, and I feel like I'm doing okay. You know, look, obviously not the best. I know there's a lot of you guys out there will be way above me in the way that I'm handling this at the moment, as you guys probably would imagine, but still. It's not too bad. We're over 21 minutes into this video, and I'm on the final room, parading around. I'd love to get 1 million out of this as well as the final score, but you know, who knows how this is going to transpire. But all we can do is just do our best. And these guys are now they're getting smart, they're getting clever. Look at these archers. One of them just came out of better heal. Just came out on the wing here to try to sort of flank me a little bit. Very sneaky, aren't they? Just a little bit. Okay, alright, let's just quickly review. Okay, so we're... heal. And I should probably try and focus on getting those archers as well, because they're not going to... fall over either. And I'm only at about 102 out of 152 of these enemies. Oh, Jesus, quickly. Oh, jeez, I just realised. Okay, heal. Heal, buddy. Oh, Jesus. Quickly. Nah, that's it. Damn. Okay. I tried. I did try. I just got the full gear back on me as well. Ah, that sucks. That does suck. Alright, let's just heal up anyway. What did I end up getting for my troubles? Okay, so we got this. It's a tier 2, 425, not too bad, and I got some that stuff there. Now, it's a pain that you can't really, that you're not able to, resume it like you would the Canyon Trials, which is a bit of a bummer, because it would be a nice little addition if we could do that, and just to sort of see what if, you know, and it would have just continued at the same rate. But I don't know whether that's too hard in the mechanics speak for the developers, but I guess that's something that could be looked at as an option later on down the line. But yeah, but what I'm also hoping is further expansion and expandability to the Spirit Cave, because I feel like it's, you know, in a way it is similar to that of the Canyon Trials, but I feel like there's going to be some upgrades to this further down the line, and potentially some better usability, and to utilizing Spirit Cave versus Canyon Trials, and to make them a point of difference. Not to say that they're exactly the same, they are different to an extent. Format's very similar. One, obviously you're basically in a dome, so to speak, and this it's like a dungeon crawl. You're going from one room to another and defeating wave after wave after wave until you get to the final door. So yeah, look, like I said, I'm sure a lot of you guys have gone up to that have killed the 152 enemies. I think I did a bit over 100, which wasn't too bad, I feel like. But again, like I said, by no means I'm the best at this, far from it. I'm sure there's a lot, and I mean a lot of you guys that will be much better than me. But let's go ahead and complete this and exit the Spirit Cave itself. So yeah, look at that. I earned 713,000 points, which is freaking huge, you know. But if we go to the leaderboard here, this is where we're at. There's only 9 hours to go, and as you can see, there's a couple of people here that have done just under 700,000 themselves. Their level is a little bit higher than mine, which is fine. And you've got some other ones here that are a little bit further down, from level 5 downwards. As you can see, a lot of them are in the high 6s, mid to high 6s. And before you even get to the, there's a demotion zone. Oh wow, I forgot about that. If you don't earn enough, you can get demoted back to a previous ranking, which is quite frightening. But anyway, but so far, King of the Hill. Hopefully by the time that this video goes up, I'll let you guys know if I actually made it and finished in first place. There's only 9 hours to go, so it's not going to be that long. But tell me when you guys do this. Do you guys wait till the last 24 hours, or do you do it from the start? Do you have a couple of cracks at it just to sort of try and improve your rank, or or do you just do it the one time and hope for the best? For me, my approach is I sort of tend to do it towards the end, like we're doing it now. And do it the one time only, and of course hope for the best. So we'll see how we go with that. And like I said, and even with the guys that are just under me here, don't know whether or not what they actually what they brought to the table. I don't know. I don't think we can actually see or view, or we can open their profile, so we can see what they're sort of rolling with. So they've got the plus spirit, they've got the defense there, and they've got the amulet of herbalist there, which gives off a bit of damage. But it doesn't give us too much other information. But sort of trying to make a look at their of their gear. But I think this guy's got epic armor as well at the same time, and I think that weapon might not be a SW2, because my SW2 looks a lot different to that. Oh no, he's got the same sheriff outfit as me, and he's got the same guns as me. So I'll take that back. But just as well, because I nearly lost all of my buffs. I've only got about 5 minutes worth of buff left. So if I made it out a little bit longer, it would have been great, but look, what can you do? What can you do? But anyway, I think that's going to go ahead and do it. I think I've taken much of your time there, so I want to thank you guys for stopping by, checking out this one. Please leave a like, share your tips below, and if you guys are new to the channel or not, and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. Alright guys, take it easy, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.